We plowed a total of 2.37 million cubic yards, which can fit 47 football fields with 30 feet of snow. The snow goes into a number of places. We have a snow melter that's currently running 24 hours a day to take care of the urban centers that we've hauled out. We've pushed snow onto curb lines, to parking spaces, along residents' frontages in the residential areas. We do understand it is a burden, and we do sympathize with the homeowners on that, but our goal is to get the streets open for everyone to use them.
You guys know the drill. You've done this many, many times before, so for crying out loud, make sure you be safe. Think about safety first.
So during every debrief meeting that we do with our staff, we actually do a safety orientation to know what the safety hazards are, from steel plates in the road to motorists to weather conditions. We remind them about all the various safety topics. We have that frank discussion with them every 12 hours to make sure they're doing that. We're also looking for fatigue.
Be honest with yourselves about how tired you are, okay? And if you become too fatigued, contact your supervisor and get the rest that you need.
My staff worked 7 days straight, 12-hour shifts. Fatigue becomes a big issue with that, and sitting behind a wheel, if you can imagine yourself sitting in rush hour for 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, going nowhere. So that's really, the fatigue really set in after 7 days with our staff.
How you guys feeling?
And keeping the guys motivated, not only our contractors, but keeping our own staff motivated to do the work was one of the big things to make sure everyone got the level of service that they needed. There's a lot of banter that goes back and forth between our crews, providing support, providing guidance to make sure that they're, they're ready to do the job. And we also have support personnel, 10 to 15 folks who work behind the scenes, without including our equipment bureau, who also works from 3 to 3. Like all vehicles, county vehicles during winter storms experience malfunctions. One of the tire chains that we used for traction actually punctured the tire, so we had to extricate the train out of the tire itself before we damaged the tire in the truck. We used the loader actually to pull out that chain until we got it back down here to the shop. We could change the chain, we could change the tire, and then make it roadworthy again. So we suffer breakdowns just like everyone else. We also have breakdowns with cutting edges, with the spreaders. So it's a normal vehicle. Things break down and we get them fixed and getting that equipment right back on the road. When we get almost 20 to 25 inches of snow, the plow becomes very ineffective because they don't have the sheer horsepower as some large equipment that we had to bring in, such as backhoes, loaders, and that. And it's actually, we team them up with the plows to make that first initial pass and then break through and then continue to open it up and widen it. We encourage everyone to stay off the roads during a storm and work with us during recovery periods.
There are a lot of pedestrians out there. They're having fun. They're going to have fun. Okay? What we have to do is we have to be extra alert. Please watch out for them.
We ask folks that, please hold off on shoveling until our plows get through. So we touch the primaries and secondary routes first. Then we also have school routes. Those school routes basically do wind through neighborhoods and around schools those are our primary targets, 1, 2, and 3 in order. Then we get into the residential areas and eventually into the alleyways as well. So we're generally happy, but there's always room for improvement, but don't get away from it that we have great pride in all our staff. The staff has great pride in what they do, and that shows in their work.